Okay.
Hello there. Hello.
Hello? Hey, this is Chia with the HP Real Estate team. Hi, Chia. What can I do for you? I'm calling about your home at 123 Banana Street, 2345 Main Street, 123 Subscribe Road. Oh, you want to see my home? Yeah, I was wondering if I could schedule a appointment for this week to show to my client. Sure, bring your buyers on by. Awesome.
I'm sorry, we're not free this week. We're going out of town. Sorry, we already accepted the offer.
I see. Make sure you guys are both wearing masks, put booties on your shoes, and make sure you send over your PED form because, you know, with this COVID thing going on, you can't be too careful. So make sure they sign that waiver. Yeah, we'll do all that. We'll be very careful when we show you a home. Thank you. Believe it or not, first-time home buyers believe that all they have to do to go and take a look at a home is send the address or text it over to their agent, and then the job gets done. Because depending on who's living at the property, whether it's vacant, owner occupied, tenant occupied, that's gonna open up a lot of can of worms if you don't get permission from the owners. So in this video, I wanted to kind of share with you guys what an agent goes through just to get the home scheduled. And if you guys don't know who I am, my name is Chia. I'm a real estate agent here in Sacramento and Elk Grove area. I make videos like this every single week. So if this is your first time here, welcome, welcome, welcome. So when scheduling an appointment, we actually have to make sure that if it's vacant or not. And depending on if it's owner occupied or tenant occupied, there should be instructions for the agent when he's looking at the agent remarks. For example, if it's vacant, it might say vacant with lockbox, meaning that the agent could show this home anytime. If it's owner occupied, it'll say something like requires 24-hour notice, 48-hour notice, 72-hour notice, whatever the case may be. It may require that the agent schedule in advance to let the owners know. And sometimes when there's tenants involved, you might not even get a chance to go and take a look at that home. The owners of that property that has a tenant might request you to go and actually submit an offer subject to inspections. With everything that's going on right now in the world, there is a required step that me as an agent have to go through. That's submitting the PED form. This PED form is required for anybody, I mean anybody, to sign in advance and submit to the sellers before you even can go to the property and look. And this form is just basically a waiver saying that you as a buyer or anybody that's entering that property at that specific time understands that there is, because they understand that seller is not going to be held responsible if they are going to be taking the risk in exposing themselves to go out to the property. So this form now is a requirement for all showings. If there's 10 people that's going into that home, 10 of those people are going to have to sign a PED form. On top of that, you have to wear a mask. You have to sanitize your hands in and out. Some homes require you to wear booties and even gloves. So make sure that before you go out, you know exactly what you need to bring, because it would suck for you to arrive at the property and you forgot your mask or your glove or your booties, and then now the owners won't let you in. Now you have to go back and reschedule the appointment for another day. And by that time, is the home still available? On top of submitting a COVID PED form, some owners are even requesting buyers to submit their pre-approval letter or proof of fund letters stating that they are well qualified before even showing the home. So if you are a buyer and you're waiting on the bench to get your pre-approval letter and you want to go out and take a look at home first, this might restrict you from seeing that one home you really want to take a look at. So get pre-approved. Especially with the type of traffic that's been going on, the high demand from buyers, that home might not stay on the market too long. And speaking of all the competition from all the buyers, it's a first come first serve basis. Yep. So even if the home is vacant, if you don't schedule the home in advance for a certain time slot, you're not going to get to see the home, because what the owners are trying to avoid is too many groups coming in, going in at the same time. By scheduling appointments 30 minutes apart, this will eliminate that and prevent people from overbooking. So this is also another layer of instructions that is provided by the owners that needs to be done before heading out to that property and showing it. A lot of times what I like to do for all my clients is I'll tell them to send me all of their addresses of the properties that they want to go and take a look at this week. As I'm scheduling them, what I'll do is I'll schedule them in increments, or step by step, you could say. So that way it's in a route. So for example, maybe property A is in Natomas, and then property B is in Carmichael, and then property C is in Rancho Cordova. It's not gonna make sense for me to schedule Rancho Cordova and then Natomas and then Carmichael. It's probably easier if I schedule Rancho Cordova, Carmichael, then Natomas. So this way, maybe I'll leave about 30 minutes for each property. Maybe property A is gonna be shown at 10 a.m., property B, 10:30, property C at 11 a.m. So this is exactly what agents have to go through when they're scheduling appointments. It's not just a matter of, okay, I'm gonna go take a look at it tomorrow, and then you just go whenever you want at any time that you desire. No, that is not how it works. You have to stick to the scheduled time slots, because there's other potential buyers that may want to go and take a look at that same property as you. And if you miss your scheduled time, even for a vacant home, sorry, you're gonna have to reschedule. So I hope you guys learned something today. And if you guys want to look at more videos, I got way more videos for you guys right here. So you guys can click on any of them to learn more about the process of buying and selling real estate. And I think I'm done talking. So I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace.